So we are at Universal Orlando Resort tonight for the Orlando Informer Meetup, the winter one. This is the second weekend they're doing their winter ones for this year. It's November 22nd, but it's also the first day of holidays and Christmas here at Universal. So over here we're going to see at least the Macy's Holiday Parade, maybe not Grinchmas today just because of the timing, but I will be back next week to see that. Also tonight, Sensational Symphonic Spectacular returns. That debuted this summer, went away for the Halloween Horror Nights season, but it is back tonight at 7 o'clock, park closing, so we will be watching that for sure. And then we'll be enjoying the Orlando Informer Meetup from 7 to 12:30. So one thing that's different, I actually walked to the wrong place. Soundstage 20 is where they're doing check-in now. This is where they used to do like the snacks and the meet and greet with churro and all that stuff, and then where they used to do the check-in is where they're doing all that. So those two are flip-flopped. I walked to the wrong place at first. Now we're here. There's really no line at all to get your tickets, which is great. So over here in Soundstage 21, there's different snacks. There's hot dogs, there's a nacho bar, there's some pot pie, there's some holiday mac and cheese, winter rice, whatever that means. There's some desserts, there's some cookies, and then there's some sodas and water available as well. There's a live band playing over in the back, and then also Churro is doing meet and greets. Churro is Orlando Informer's official mascot, and this is where he does meet and greets. And then I think also during the event he'll meet somewhere outside. We'll find that out in a little bit though.
The best Christmas ever, and we're going to do it together.
So actually just today in theaters, the brand new Wicked movie released in theaters. It is really good. Got to see it in early screening the other night, but for the next year or so probably, until the second part comes out, the Wicked experience is open here at Universal Studios Florida, featuring merchandise and some costumes on display and other props on display from the film. We just finished watching the first Universal Holiday Parade of 2024. Awesome parade. It's always really great one to watch. There were a few really good changes for this year. One being the pacing felt a lot quicker. In the last few years, it's felt like there's a lot of times where the parade just halts for a bit. You know, that makes sense. There's a lot of balloons and all those things, but it felt like they had things in between the balloons a lot more this year. There were some new floats, some more Shrek floats, I believe, and some more Penguins of Madagascar floats. Maybe a couple other things, but those really helped the parade a lot this year. Really enjoyed it. Thumbs up from me.
Deploying expert technical crew. Lighting re-energizing. Control systems go. Flamethrowers engage. H2O systems rehydrating. Shell reboot complete.
With ET Adventure, which is listed as a ride now.
Hello, I'm Steven Spielberg, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the ET Adventure. But I'm afraid we don't have much time, so I'm going to
So I just did Mummy, walked right onto that one. Also walked right onto ET Adventure. The park feels very empty. At least the last meetup I went to was the summer one. Been to a bunch of them. This one just feels, so far in the first hour, like it's a little less crowded than previous ones, which is a big thumbs up. Gonna head over to Islands, try to do Velocicoaster, try to do Hagrid's. Over at Islands of Adventure, this place is dead. Hagrid's, it's actually listed at 20 minutes, which is super low. It means it's probably much less than that. We're gonna head over and do that. But yeah, these crowds are unlike what I've seen in past Orlando Informer Meetups. Just finished up at Hagrid's. As opposed to 20 minutes, it took an hour because we were next to go on the ride and then it broke down. Had it not broken down, it would have been on in 35, so still longer than posted. But yeah, that's a bummer, but we did it and it was fun. It's very cold because there's the mist and also 40 degrees outside. Heading over to Velocicoaster now, because that is another ride that closes early at this event. There are some rides that close around 12, 12:30, or they have to be clear of guests at 12:30, so they close at 12. But Velocicoaster is one, Hagrid is one, and then there's some in the other park as well. It is noted on your map and on the guide they send you prior to the event, so just make sure to plan for that. Velocicoaster is listed as a ride now. Certainly looks like it. Great, maybe we'll do this a couple times if that really is the case.
Once they're gone, I'm here to help keep you and your belongings.
River Adventure is currently delayed. That's what I was going to do next, even though it is pretty cold outside. It's kind of a must-do for me here at the meetup. I'm probably going to head over and do Spider-Man, Cat in the Hat, and then if this comes back up, I'll definitely come do it. If not, probably head back over to the studios for the rest of the night and hit Men in Black and a few other things. One thing I haven't talked a ton about is that all the snack stands and most of the restaurants are open for limited food and drink service here, which means basically most things on the menu are free and unlimited. So those are open from about 8 to I think 11, 11:30, something like that, throughout both parks. And so that's the case for all the restaurants, and it's also the snack stands are open all the way till the end. And so it's a big selling point of this event. I just haven't done a ton of that tonight because I've been doing rides. But that is a big part of this event, something not to miss. Doing one of my favorite rides in all of Universal Orlando, Spider-Man, which is a ride now. I've actually seen no one come in here, so it's probably just us. Yep, not a single person in line. One of the lesser talked about things about the Orlando Informer Meetup is that the arcades have free play. So anything that doesn't just get you tickets or prizes, basically. So not like the claw machines, for example, those aren't included. But you know, any of these racing games or ice ball over here or basketball, stuff like that is included. But it's basically free play all night. That's the case here in this arcade that's next to Dr. Doom's Fearfall, and then there's also one next to Revenge of the Mummy. Now, in my opinion, the one to go to is this one by Dr. Doom because it has a lot more stuff that actually would be included. So like none of the ones where you win tickets like this one, that's not included because I think that's pretty obvious why. But anyway, the Dr. Doom one has a lot more stuff that you can do free play with as opposed to Revenge of the Mummy. But they're both a lot of fun, and that's just something that I don't hear talked about much with the event. So I always do it when I come because it's a lot of fun, and so I figured I would point that out. Jurassic Park River Adventure is still delayed, so we're probably not going to get to do that tonight. We're going to head over to Seuss Landing, do Cat in the Hat, and then head back over to Universal Studios Florida. Here is a look at the wait times around the park right now. They're all ride nows except Hagrid, which is 20 minutes. Also, it looks very out of focus on my end. There we go. Yeah, ride now for everything, which is pretty much the case always for the meetups. You'll see Velocicoaster is even a ride now. It's oftentimes 5 to 10 minutes of these events, but tonight it's a ride now. Jurassic Park River Adventure delayed, and then everything in studios right now is a ride now, which is pretty awesome. The winter Orlando Informer Meetups are my personal favorite to come to. I've been to all of the ones, the summer one, the Mardi Gras one. The Mardi Gras one's really great because of all the Mardi Gras food and just a great time of year to be at Universal. But the winter ones are by far my favorite because you get into the park at 5 o'clock. You can see Grinchmas or the parade. You're gonna have trouble seeing both, but you can at least see one of them. The parks are all decorated for Christmas, obviously. Like here in Seuss Landing, you know, there's Christmas lights on. The trees out front are lit up.
It's a pretty good zoo, said young Gerald McGrew.
Wow.
And
Okay.
the fellow who runs it seems proud of it.
The entire parks, you know, are lit up for Christmas. The vibes are great, and you know, there's just some special offerings during the time you're allowed in the park, and so it's my favorite time to come to the Orlando Informer Meetup. And the weather is nicer. Tonight it is cooler than normal, and so that's a big plus, as opposed to like, especially the summer meetup. That one is, it's great. Obviously, it's still all the unlimited food and the low wait times, but there's nothing like, there's no Mardi Gras or there's no Christmas. And so I recommend either the February one, which they have announced the dates. I think that's February 28th and March 1st, 2025. That's the Mardi Gras one. You'll get in time to see the parade and all that stuff. If there's a concert, you'll get to see it, but I don't know if there will be those days. And then the Christmas ones, they do a lot of them because that's their most popular one. I think this year they're doing 8 nights of the Orlando Informer Winter Meetup, and so there's actually 2 more weekends left. There's, I think, December 3rd and 4th, and then 13th and 14th, something like that. But yeah, the winter one is my favorite. I love the background noise. That's fun. Anyway, yeah, highly recommend the winter Orlando Informer Meetup. During all Orlando Informer events, the bypass between the 2 parks by One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, and Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem on the other park is open. So right this time of year, actually, Grinchmas is what is in between the 2 parks at the former Blue Man Group Theater. Basically, you walk past that to get to the other park. Saves a ton of time instead of walking all the way around the front or taking Hogwarts Express, which can take a while. And so that's a big benefit. Actually, I have experienced at some parts of the year when it's super busy, they will open this up. But I haven't experienced that in a couple of years now, so maybe They only do it for events like this now, but it is a big thing. It opens about an hour after the park closes to daytime guests, and then it's open the rest of the night. And so it makes getting between the two parks a whole lot easier. Right in front of the tribute store, right at the bottom of the tree, Gru and Lucy are meeting and greeting. There's a short line, but that's unexpected. I've never actually seen characters like this just meeting in the streets at this event, so that's a lot of fun. Now seems like a good time to go into the tribute store. It opened today, technically, yesterday for annual pass holders, but it's probably pretty empty right now, so now's a good time to go in. So this tribute store seems to be themed to books. Also, Earl the Squirrel has a little book this year. I'm going to buy that here in a minute. But the first room is themed to Christmas at Hogwarts. Christmas at Hogsmeade, Hogwarts, one of the two. Wizarding World, though. This is a pretty intense photo op. You can stand right in the middle of it. Get your picture in front of Hogwarts Castle in Hogsmeade. So the next room is themed to How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Typically these tribute stores have the same themes every year: Grinch, Hogwarts, Earl the Squirrel, stuff like that. But just a little bit of a different look. This hat's pretty crazy. Tempted to get it, just for fun. Probably not though. Also this onesie. So now it looks like we're heading towards Mistletoe Pines, which is kind of become a Christmas village of Universal Orlando. But you got Earl the Squirrel here on the wall. A bunch of Earl the Squirrel stuff. I'm not going to stop and read it right now, but Earl the Squirrel is a original character that is used at Christmas for Universal. Oh, there he is sleeping. And the Christmas music from the holiday parade is playing in here. Here's the UOAP ornament. A little hard to see in here. In the back, Earl the Squirrel with UOAP. This design's also on a t-shirt and a pin as well. Pretty great. If you look carefully, there's some references to Jack the Clown and some other fun Universal references as well. So Earl the Squirrel has a book released today. The Tale of Earl the Squirrel goes for $15 and you can use your discount on it. I will be getting this. I will be buying this right now. Cannot wait to read this. Also, Earl the Squirrel's little sweatshirt, $60. It is here if you want to look like Earl the Squirrel. And then you have, little plush Earl the Squirrel as well. Here is the annual pass holder shirt I was talking about. You got Woody Woodpecker in there and Jack the Clown and his Jack in the Box. Then on the side it says UOAP. Really like this one. Probably will pick this one up, but they don't have my size in here right now. So they'll probably have that at the store up front. This tribute store is very fun. There's a lot of interactive stuff in here. The way it's split up is a lot of fun. There's plenty of room in here, which is pretty great. Also, there's a pumpkin over there. That's fun. Mardi Gras. Pumpkin, Halloween, Horror Nights. More Earl the Squirrel things over here. And that's the end of the story. And then in this last room, the snacks, the Macy's Holiday Parade merchandise, hoodie, t-shirt, mug, ornament, things like that. And then you got your checkout area over at the end. So I lied, you cannot get your annual pass discount on the book, but that's fine. So the price is $15.99, so just keep that in mind. With fake books, which I wish were real, Earl Celebrates Mardi Gras, Spooky Tales with Earl, Tale of the Holiday, I can't talk, this Tale of the Holiday Tribute Store. I wish those were real, that'd be fun. But yeah, great tribute store. There's literally nobody on the street. That is insane. And with all the Christmas lights everywhere, I think it's pretty easy to see why this event is so great, especially during the holidays. Summer tribute store still going strong. It's been open since May and we're now in November. Pretty sure it's staying until at least January. We'll see though. I love this store. It's a lot of fun. Hope it sticks around because, it's not really specific to any kind of season. It's just classic Universal stuff. Just got some food from Mel's. Going to ride Transformers: The Ride 3D. It is a walk-on. Also, it closes pretty soon because it closes early with rides like Velocicoaster and Hagrid's, and I believe Gringotts maybe? Yeah, but we're gonna go do this one. I haven't done this one in quite a while. Well, I was gonna do Escape from Gringotts, but the second I was walking up, they closed it. It's one of the rides that closes at 12 with some of the others. That's fine. Gonna go do Men in Black though. Just kidding, forgot Men in Black is under refurbishment. Well, probably gonna do E.T. or The Simpsons. Made it over to E.T. Adventure in time to ride one last thing. It is 12:15, probably closing any second now. But we're going to the pre-show and then we'll do the ride and that'll be it for the night. That'll do it for me from the 2024 Winter Orlando Informer Meetup. I cannot wait for next year's meetups. I don't think I'll make it to the February one, but I will definitely be at the next winter one and hopefully the summer one as well. This event is so worth it. It is very pricey, but it's worth it for the low wait times. No wait times for most rides, just walking right on. Low wait times for things like Hagrid's and usually Velocicoaster, or even 0-minute wait for Velocicoaster. And then the unlimited food and beverage is also a huge thing. Bigger for most people than I usually don't do too much of that. Usually I eat dinner and then a couple snacks, but some people really take advantage of all that. So there's a lot to enjoy about this event. Hopefully this video was a little helpful in planning what you might do when you come, or just showing you what is so great about this event. But until next time, thanks so much for watching. Have a magical day.